Hello everyone, welcome to Revv Evolution. Certainly hope you've been keeping safe. Today on Revv Evolution, we'll be bringing you an Audi. And not just any old Audi, it's the Audi A4. Audi has been busy updating its stables, especially for 2021. And with the A4, it's available in 3 variants. We have it in the S and also the RS series. So what can you expect with the all-new Audi A4? Well, first of all, it's more sporty and taut with a number of design changes, and let's not forget it includes mild hybrid technology, which I'll be talking about during our drive. The new Audi A4 has included a number of extensive exterior changes, everything from the hood to the rear. From the front, the single frame makes the car look wider and sportier with its lowered look. Other noticeable changes include the air intake frame, the sill cover at the side, and at the rear, the diffuser trim. Folks, it's now time to talk about the interior of the all-new Audi A4. First impressions, the first thing that hits you is the fact that the car feels a lot more spacious. The way I feel it is that by removing the MMI controller, they've actually made this whole console area a whole lot more cleaner, and the overall look and feel of this whole dash area is minimalistic, which boils down to, once again, more space for you, not only for the driver but for the passengers as well, because it's an overall look that Audi has changed. And a whole lot more things that you kind of love about the car is the fact that it's got really fantastic workmanship on the materials, and of course this touchscreen panel, which I'll talk with you more in just a bit. Right now, jumping into the back seat of the Audi A4, and as a rear seat passenger, you really feel a sense of spaciousness as well. There's really more legroom, and the one thing I love about the car seats is the fact that it's actually curved in, which means your body kind of sinks into the car and gives you that really relaxed posture while you're sitting down. And with ample headroom and legroom and a lot of other creature comforts that is available as a rear seat passenger. First of all, the Audi also being a 3-zone AC car, which means that the rear seat passengers have the ability to control the amount of coolness that you get in this area. And if you're feeling a little hungry, or maybe you feel like leaning on your hand rest or put your little knickknacks, well, there's this handy hand rest which allows you to put all your knickknacks or even food while you're on the go. And let's not forget, if you feel like putting your drinks, well, there's this handy cup holders. And if you need a bit of privacy, they've also included in this privacy screen, alright? So it also blocks out the sun and prying eyes at the same time. With Audi A4 being a family sedan, I think one of the more important aspects is the boot space. And with Audi A4, you get a total of 460 liters in the boot. Hey guys, and welcome to the section of the video where it's about the in-car review, or the in-car drive basically, where I tell you more about the Audi A4. And for those of you who just joined us, I don't know why, but you should actually kind of rewind back to the front to find out more about the car. But if you just happen to join us, well, this is the Audi A4 TFSI 2.0 S-Tronic Advanced, all right? And what sets this apart is it comes with mild hybrid, which I'll be diving in more in just a bit. All right, so with Audi A4, I mean, they've really changed everything from the interior to exterior, which sets it apart from its previous generation. That's something which, you know, me as a motorist is really impressed with. That they've actually kind of revamped this whole model to give you guys out there, especially in this day and age where technology is king. They've really done as much and giving you as much of the bells and whistles to make this car really something to drive. All right, so yes, now let's jump into the Audi itself. As I mentioned, this is a mild hybrid. So
And you're probably thinking, does it have like a battery, it drives the car? Well, that's not the case, okay? MHEV, or which stands for Mild Hybrid Electric Vehicle. And it doesn't have an electric motor, as I said, that which kind of drives the car. But what it has is, it has a 12-volt belt drive alternator starter. And what it does, it actually feeds back all the energy into a 12-volt lithium-ion battery. And what does that battery do? Well, when you do like engine braking, okay, or even coasting, what happens is all this recovered energy that you're getting from the starter, right? It kind of feeds it back into the battery. And what this does, it actually powers some of the electrical functions in the car. And so what does that do for the car itself? It actually provides better fuel efficiency for the car itself. Okay, so once again, it's all about efficiency and getting the car to perform better. Okay, and along with that, the A4 also comes with a 2-liter engine, which has some cool technology as well. Okay, the A4 is driven basically by a combustion cycle, which is known as the Miller cycle, or as Audi calls it, the B cycle. All right, I'm not going to go real technical into how it, how the combustion system works and all that kind of stuff. But what it means is that the engine produces a more efficient combustion cycle. Okay, the whole combustion process is more efficient. Okay, and that once again means that all that fuel that's inside the pistons burns a whole lot better and more efficiently. So this is basically some of the technology I think that kind of drives the new A4. And the other feature which kind of impresses me is the amount of safety that they've put into this A4. Really, Audi has this thing called the Audi Pre-Sense. All right, Pre-Sense, it gives you an idea that okay, so it's like kind of like a car's ability to kind of judge what's going to happen. All right, so that's what happened in terms of safety. So it has this whole driver assist technology in the car. So example, if you're driving and you get too close to a car in front, there's a warning that comes out that you're getting too close to the vehicle, and even to a point where if you don't engage the brake in time, you get some assistance from the car to actually help you brake as well. Then it really kind of monitors all that surrounding environment around you, giving you all that safety, which includes the blind spot monitoring as well. So that safety is all being brought into the car, allowing you to have a better and safer drive. And along with that, we have the active cruise control, which I simply love, works efficiently, unlike your passive cruise control, which basically just cruises at a certain speed. With active cruise control, it actually kind of detects if there's a vehicle in front of you. It actually slows down and it gives you that distance between vehicles, which you can actually set, whether it's 2 car lengths or 3 car lengths. It's basically up to you. Okay, so active cruise control works perfectly. We tested it out, and it really works well in the Audi A4. And some of the features in terms of things that you as a driver might enjoy is they've given you these different views on the virtual cockpit. Once again, the virtual cockpit is I've actually talked about a bit about that in the earlier part of the video, so kind of rewind back if you want to find out more about that. So the virtual cockpit is once again another feature that Audi has kind of improved on with the better graphics, especially when it comes to navigation. It gives you some really 3D graphics in terms of buildings and everything else, which I think that much of a thought they put into the car itself. Okay, and with once again, with the views that you have, you can actually choose between your classic, your sport, and dynamic. Yeah, it's I've been using it. I've been messing around with this virtual cockpit for as much as I can, because I just love the way the graphics look on this nice display as I'm driving. There's also other technologies that Audi has put into this car. Really, there's just tons and tons of technology. Things like connectivity. You have your Apple CarPlay and even your Android Auto for you to hook up your phones. Okay, so you can actually play your music and so on and so forth. All right, so that's all the technology that they've actually put into the car. But so now next question is, how does the car drive? Well, the fact that this is a 2-liter turbo engine, you've got the choices of going into different modes, in the car itself. Whether it's dynamic, you're going to go into efficient mode that Audi has given you in this car. So with the different modes, once again, it comes with all that different types of driving styles that you would enjoy. Okay, but and other than that, in terms of how the car handles on the road, and for me is personally, I think with the fuel consumption numbers that we've got out of the car, once again, you can actually rewind back to find out what kind of numbers we got. Well, it's doing what it's supposed to do, especially if you're looking for a family sedan, which can give you comfort and technology. And of course, if you're looking for a car that's going to give you that nice look as you're driving on the road, well, I think the Audi is really going to give you that. But that's all the time we have here in our drive segment here of Revv. And now on to the summary.
Hi guys, time for the drive summary. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is not talk about how the car handles, the experience and everything else, because you've heard that during my drive experience. So what I'm going to do is something which I think is on top of everybody's mind when they buy a car, especially in Singapore. It's the price point. And for me, based on the fact that the features that the Audi gives you in terms of its design, its technologies, the way it handles, its comfort, I think it kind of justifies the price. We want to say a big Revv Evolution thank you to all you folks out there who have taken the time to watch our video. And of course, we want to say a big thank you to Premium Automobiles for allowing us to have the Audi A4 for our presentation. To find out more about Revv Evolution, on all the things we've done, whether it's our motoring, our lifestyle, our culture, do remember to click on the link right over there. And let's not forget all our social media platforms. Till I catch you again, this is Renee signing off, and please do take care of yourself and your families.